Alright, today we are going to find the gradient of a curve at a certain x value, x coordinates. Now, you realize that this curve is not a straight line, right? Yeah. So you cannot just simply use the gradient formula y1 minus y2 over x1 minus x2 because the gradient keeps changing. Now, if I place a ruler just at the side of the curve, you realize that the gradient keeps changing. Alright, the gradient keeps changing and so on and so forth. So first you need to locate where is x equals to negative 1.5. It is somewhere down here. Can you please put a cross there first? Just put a small x, just for today. Just put a small x here. It will be somewhere like that. Just a very small one. You know why or not? Otherwise you all will be keep on counting. Where's the point? Where's the point? It's not a very nice point. It's not like 1 or 2 or 0 or 5. It's a negative 1.5, you need to count 5 spaces, and can you just put if you want to put a cross, at least put a small dot there lah. So I don't want to keep counting it. Alright, so now how do we draw a tangent? So what you do is you need a long ruler. So I'm going to draw a line that touches the curve at only one point over here. Alright, now I purposely choose a cubic graph because it's a bit more complex. So let's fix our eyes here first. Don't worry about these points and these points first. Just fix our eyes here. Now, if I do this, it doesn't touch the curve at one point. It actually cuts the curve. I only want to touch it at one point. So you realize that you've got to tilt your ruler until it looks something like this. It only touches these points once only. So that's what we are looking out for. Now, I understand that it cuts the curve at other places. That's not to worry. Look at this point. Can you do it now? And make sure that it only touches at one point. Now, I'm going to draw the tangent and show you how it looks like. Then later, I'll show you a digital version so that you can see the accuracy about it. So you realize that I can actually shift my ruler like this, steeper and gentler. So it's up to you to decide how much you want to shift it such that it touches at only one point. Now, my marker is extremely thick, so I got to shift it out a bit more. Okay, will it be perfect the first try? I don't know. I really don't know. Okay, looks okay. Alright, can you see that I try my best to touch at only one point? Now, next, I want you to do this. I want you to write 2 coordinates. Now, the further, the better. Okay, I use a point actually quite far. Negative 4, 6.4. I use a point that's quite far away for me because I got long ruler. Now, the next point I used was, that's me, 1 and negative 5.4. Okay, can you find the tangent now? Okay, the formula for tangent is y1 minus y2 over x1 minus x2. Now, what is the meaning of x1, x2, y1, y2? This point here is x1, y1. And the other point that you have, it should be x2, y2. So for me, I will use y1 minus negative 5.4 over my x1, mine, not yours, over my x2. Okay, tell me your answer and I'll tell you whether you're right or wrong. Now, please take note, your y-axis is go by 0.2, 0.4, 0.6, 0.8. Again, your y-axis on your worksheet is 0.2, 0.4, 0.6, 0.8. Every line is by 0.2. You have a negative 2, right? Then when you start reading, it's negative 2.2, 2.4, 2.6, 2.8. Then it's 3, negative 3. Negative 3.2, 3.4, 3.6, 3.8, and then negative 4. You see, I draw for you negative 2 and negative 4, right? Hey, the rest you got to read as 0.2. That's why you got it wrong. The actual answer should be around negative 2. Okay, this is mine. I'll be consistent. This is mine. So your answer should be around negative 2.1, negative 2.0, 2.5, 2.6. Now, it doesn't matter. As long as it's 2 point something, we are okay with it. So today, step 1, draw the red line, tangent. Number 2, indicate 2 points. And finally, use the formula to find the gradient. So the gradient at this point is negative 2.36. All right, I record this so that you all can remember sometime down the road. Next, I want to draw this and then find the coordinates, okay, where the two graphs intersect. How do I draw this? That's the question. Okay, let's just find the x-coordinate can already. All right, the x-coordinate. How do I draw this line? Can someone share with us? Okay, now, Jayden Heng says change it to y equals to x plus 1. Do you all know how he did that? Yes, by making y the subject. Now, what do you do after this? All right, so from your own table. Now, can you please have 3 points? Now, which 3 x value are you going to choose? Can you please tell me? This one you should know. Which are the 3 x values? If we speed up, I at least read to you the marks later, okay, even if we don't go through today. Okay, yes, we will go through negative 1, 0, and 1. If you're not confident, just use 0, 1, and 2, okay? Negative 1, 0, and 1. Now, how do we find the y value is like this? Y, which is why Jayden Heng just now says we are going to make y the subject so that it's easier to find y by changing the x value. I'm going to find the y later by changing the x value. I'm going to find the y later by changing the x value. Okay, if there's a number in front here, it will be multiply. If there's a number in front, it's a multiplication. I choose this because this is straightforward and easy. So the y value will be 0, 1, and 2. So I'm going to use red color to show you. The y value should be 0, 1, and 2. Now, how do you draw the straight line? You plot first, correct. So negative 1, 0, 0, 1, and 1, 2. Okay. Can you do that? Draw in a way that it cuts at 3 points. All right. It should cut at 3 points. Okay. My graph is just a sketch. So you will cut the curve at 3 points. All right. It should cut at 1, 2, and 3. All right. It should cut at 3 points. Okay. Where are the 3 points? 1, 2, and 3. Okay. Let's look at the one that's most left. Your answer should be around there, can already, around there. Okay. The most left one is negative. Yeah, negative 3, right? Around there, very good. Negative 2.85. Mine is negative 2.85. It's negative 1.2. Very good. 1.25. Mine is 1.25. 1.22, 1.1. My answer is 1.1. Now you look at this and look at the left hand side. Can you see that it's short of a negative 3? Yes. So I will just minus 3 to look like this. I will just minus 3 because whatever I do on the left, I must do on the right. Now this part here is known as y, right? Again, x cubed plus 3x squared minus 3 is also known as y. So I can change this circle to be called y. Y equals to how much? 3 minus 3, not 3 anymore, 0. So just draw a line y equals to 0. Okay, that is your x-axis actually. You just finished your WA3, right? You should know y equals to something is a horizontal line. So y equals to 0 is your x-axis. And finally, I need to reach 3 points that the red line and the black line cuts. It will be point number 1, point number, very messy already, right? Point number 2, and point number 3. And the answers are, for mine, don't worry, for yours, negative 2.55, negative 1.35, around there, and x is 0.9. Okay. Sorry, Phoebe, can you help me off the